Now let's do the laundry room. Okay, so we've got a little laundry slash mud room here coming in from the back of the house. So let's add what we need in there. So here is our laundry room in plan, and I'm going to have a side-by-side washer dryer with some lower cabinets, some upper cabinets, and some hanging space here. So let's just look for our washer and dryer. They're both in the, I just used the stock models from the library, and they are, I think they're called stackable. Yes, here's the stackable dryer. So it's just a regular front loader. Oops, I'm in the wrong window, as usual. So there, and you'll notice that Chief likes to snap things to the wall, so it'll turn it automatically, so it'll go to that wall there. And then I should have a stackable washer. There we go, that matches it next to that. Okay, so I'm going to just center those in the room. So I'm going to shift select those and center them in my room. And then I'm going to add 2 base cabinets next to it. Go to my cabinet tool, base cabinet, and it's going to fit a little 12-inch right in there. And then it should do on this side as well. For some reason it's not wanting to fit it in there, so I'm just going to make it do it. Rotate that. Make that a 12-inch, and then scoot that in there. I don't know why I didn't want to do it, but I made it do it. Okay, so now I've got those elements in there, and again, they're my default cabinets, just like in my kitchen, so I like that. But I want to have a countertop above my washer and dryer also, which is not going to come through automatically with those cabinets. So what I need to do is use my custom countertop tool. So that is going to be under my cabinet tools, and I'm going to use this custom countertop. And I'm going to draw that right here on top of my washer and dryer. And it has placed it somewhere. I don't know where. It has placed it too low, more than likely. So I don't know where it is placed. Let's see if we can find it. Over here. It's placed it. Where did it go? It placed it down low somewhere, so I just had to move that out of the way. It placed it so that it connects those 2 countertops there, but that's not what I want that to do. I want that to pop up to the height of those washer and dryers. So set height from cabinet, I need to untick that, and then put the finished floor to the bottom at the height of my washer and dryer, and I don't know how high those are, so I'm just going to take a guess, and then we're going to have to check that. So let's see how tall these are. They're 39 inches, so I set the bottom to 42, so that might actually be okay. So let's put that back. And now I've got a countertop that is raised up above, and I could do some side, some drop down to fill in those sides to make a little waterfall edge on there if I wanted to. And I would do that using, I would probably do that using the, using a polyline solid tool, which is this, and I will make a shape right there. And it's going to set it down all the way on the floor. So it's going to, see, it put it down here on the floor. So I'm actually going to go into the settings, and it's going to need to be 6 inches thick. And I want the top to sit at 42 inches where I put, select. I think, where did I put? Did I put it at, let's put it at 42. If it will let me select it. There we go. Okay, so that popped that up there. Now it's up where I can see it. And I can adjust it visually here in 3D if I want to, and I can also do it over here. I'm going to have to tab select that. I'm just going to make it thin to bump right up against that countertop. And obviously, let's see, what's the height of this to the top? It's 43.5. So actually, let's make the top 42. Bump that down just a little bit. And now those are going to meet up, and I can pull. I'm going to have to tab select that again to bring that forward. It goes all the way back. So let me change its materials now over here. And now I have a waterfall edge. So if you are in Home Designer Pro, you'll need to use a shape to make that happen because you don't have the Polyline Solid tool. So you'll need to use the shape tool. So let's go over here to Home Designer Pro, and you'll want to go to, you can use the slab tool actually for this. So you can go over here to build, and you can use a slab, just a basic slab, and that's just going to make a shape. Here, let's do this, and let's take a 3D view. So you can use that slab tool to just make some basic shapes how you want, and then you can open that up and set the thickness and the you know, if that's going to go to 42 like we did over there, you can set it there like that. And if you select the side, whichever side you select, you can manipulate the, so it works just like that Polyline Solid tool, but it's called slab over here. So that's how you can do that in Home Designer Pro. Okay, let's go back to Premiere. All right, so now we've got a waterfall edge on that side. Let's copy it over here. So I'm going to copy, hold position, and then I'm gonna just drag that across to that side. Let's see what that looks like. There we go. So now I've got a little waterfall edge that goes down onto those side cabinets. But you'll see that this did not create a backsplash here. So if you want to have a backsplash here, we would use the custom backsplash tool again, like we did in the kitchen. So we'll use the, I've got to be here to do custom backsplash, don't I? Custom backsplash. So that will connect together, and then I'm going to add some upper cabinets and a shelf here. So let's add a wall cabinet. Oops, wrong window. Wall cabinet there. Not a corner one. There. And then I'm going to use a shelf with a hanging rack underneath. So that is under closets. So I'm just going to search closet. And I want to use this closet shelf with a rod to put right in the middle there. So we have hanging space there in our laundry area. And just make that fit. And let's see, this cabinet is going the wrong way, so I want to flip that around. So I've got uppers and some lowers in there and some hanging space. Let's fix our backsplash. I kind of want that to, let's just make that a feature and cover that whole wall in it. That'll look good. And now I probably need to add, I want to change my materials here. So I want to use in this room, I'm going to use some, what do I want to use? I'm going to use something from the core catalog here under materials. Open that up. Under flooring, under vinyl laminate, and let's see, under vinyl laminate, and they have all these different patterns. And if you go, let's see, under I think this one, they've got these really contemporary patterns that look like maybe an encaustic tile or something. So I want to use this one in there. So now I have a different tile pattern in there for my entry, my back entry here. This is like, would be like an entry if you have a separate garage, back door entry, out to the backyard, whatever it is. So let's see, and let's do something different with this backsplash too. So also over here in materials, there are, let's see, where is that tile? So I think that tile is actually going to be a bonus catalog, and it is, let's see, down here. Where is it? It's this one, materials tile number 2. And I'm going to, let's see, what does this one look like? Yeah, I like this one. So I'm going to paint that one onto our backsplash. And I have it set to component, so it's not doing the whole room, but I'll show you how that works. So that just only does the one thing that I touch. If I do that. So depending on what you're doing, that can be really tedious. So be sure to check these settings so you don't have to go through and click each and everything if you're doing the whole room. So I love this tile, but I don't like the way that it's run vertically like this. I want to change that. So I'm going to use this tool right here, this rainbow ribbon tool, to adjust the material. So I pick up that tool and then click on that, and then I can go to its texture and see it's set at this like 45-degree angle. But I think, let's see if I do it at 0, what happens. So that's better. Or let's see, what happens if I do minus 45? All right, that's how I want it to look, like that. So I don't like it, didn't like it the way that it was sitting. So that changed all of that tile mapping to the way that I want it to sit. So let's see our laundry room. There we go. All right, let's check that window placement here. So I need space here because on the outside I want to put a light fixture there, and I need a place to put my switches and that. So this window needs to stay pretty skinny, and then I might raise the sill up just a little bit, maybe just to 48. Give a little bit more space here between those two pieces. Next, let's add in our a light fixture here, and then we'll go ahead and put the one outside here so we can see how it sits next to this door and window. So I'm going to use another bonus catalog down here in, well, actually this might be the same one that I used before. So let's in here, lighting number 6. And I'm going to use this Houndsworth. Is that right? Yes, Houndsworth flush mount, because it reminds me of the one that we used in the kitchen. It's not just nice and clean lined. So I'm going to over here and pick up this fixture. Yeah, that flush mount fixture. And I'm just going to center that in the room there to give us that light fixture. Here we go. Let's orbit around a little bit. So just to give a cute light fixture in there. And then let's put one on the outside. So the one that I want to use, I know it's called the Factory Sconce. I don't remember what folder it's in though. Factory Sconce. So I'm going to use that one. And get here to this plan again. And I'm going to put that right there between that door and the window. So there's like just enough space to fit a light fixture there. And then when we do our electrical plan, I will come back and add switching for all of this. And I'm going to put a switch plate here on this side too. So when you come in this door, you can turn the lights on. But we'll do that when we get to the electrical plan. Okay, so there is our laundry room slash mud room.